Hey YouTube friends, well it's been a while since I did a what sold video, so I brought up some items that I sold over the last couple of weeks. I thought maybe some good items to talk about, and of course I'm not going to tell you everything I sold, but I thought I'd bring up some items that were good and something that you could be on the lookout for. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. The first one right here is this LeBron James Funko Pop number 66, but this sold for $9.95 and the buyer paid the shipping. Alright, so this was a flea market find. I paid $5 for it. It's a vintage Cutty Shark 1969 model boat. Like I said, I paid $5 for it. It sold for $34.95 and the buyer paid the shipping. Okay, some of you have watched my videos. You've seen this one. I talked about it not too long ago, and I think it was part of the thumbnail of a video that I did not long ago. But I picked this up at a thrift shop. Paid $5 for it. I knew it was going to sell right away. It just had that look to it. And it sold pretty quickly for $39.95 and the buyer paid the shipping. Alright, so this next item was something I picked up a couple months back. I got a thing about old ashtrays, advertising ashtrays or vintage ashtrays, and I just thought this one looked really good. It was made by the McCoy company. I went ahead and dropped the price down a little bit because after I got home and did comps and got looking around, the comps that I sell when I picked it up were good prices. But when I got further into doing more research, it really was a pretty common McCoy type item. So it was okay. So I dropped the price down, put it on a 10% sale, and sold it for $9 and the buyer paid the shipping. This I thought was really cool. I picked this up at a thrift shop or garage sale. I can't remember. It might have been a garage sale. Anyway, it's a vintage Kansas City Star newspaper umbrella. So I had this listed. It was on that 10% off sale, and it sold for $27 and the buyer paid the shipping. So that was a good thing. This next thing is something I want to talk about really quickly, and that is especially if you're new time to eBay or you're a beginner or something, one of the things that people always tell you to do is look around your house and see things that you might find or you get. This was actually a set of wine champagne flute glasses that was a Christmas gift. It's not something we need. We don't drink too much bubbly and champagne, maybe on a very special occasion like New Year's Eve or something. But this did sell for $9.95 and the buyer paid the shipping. And it was a free item, so that was pretty good for us. Alright, this next item I picked up at a thrift store. I was pretty happy about it. It was sealed in the box. Paid a few dollars for it. Maybe $3 or $4, and I can't remember if it was on a half off sale or not, but let's just say $3 or $4 what I paid for it. So I went ahead and listed it, and it sold pretty quickly at $34.99. And again, that free shipping. And that was the Lego Minecraft 21119 Dungeon Build Kit, 219 piece. And you can see there's the picture of it right there. Alright, if you watch some videos, I picked up a bunch of bird netting and deer netting. It was Retail Arbitrage. The deer netting were, I think, $2.50 a piece, and the bird netting was $1 a piece. I turned around, I listed them, and as you can see right here, I have 0 available and 15 sold. They went really quickly, and I sold them at $18 a piece, but these things flew out, and I was really happy to find them and turn around and flip them. Alright, and some of you may have seen in videos, I pick up eyeglass cases. I talk about them all the time. Designer ones, I won't pick them up unless they're 50 cents or less. A lot of the times I go to one thrift store and they'll have them for $3 for $1. But I've sold Ray-Ban ones, I've sold Ocean Pacific, I've sold Oakley. They're a good thing to look out for, so just keep an eye out for them. Well, Christmas is over, but the ornaments are still selling. This came out of a buy of a bunch of ornaments that I got. It was I showed the video where I picked up a bunch of Christmas ornaments, and it sold for $9.95 and the buyer paid the shipping. Now this was something that sat for a little while. I knew it was going to take a specific buyer to get. This was an original Knaves of the Hearts by Louis Saunders book. It's a spiral book. It had a lot of damage to it. The inside of it was still good condition. The cover on the outside was damaged, and you can see, if I zoom it in, you can see it's got a lot of wear. But what do you expect from 1925? It's almost 100 years old. I picked this up at an estate sale. All the estate sale books that they had were marked at $2 a piece, and that was a fantastic estate sale. I picked up quite a few items that I managed to turn around. I probably spent, I don't know, I think at that estate sale I may have spent $60, but almost all the items there I've turned around and sold, and I'll bet I've made well over probably $500 to $800 in that, if I was just to make a quick guess. When I clicked up on this page, I meant to pull up the other one. I accidentally pulled up the original listing. But this sold for $50 plus shipping. All right, for all you subscribers that have been around following my channel for a while, I always talk about these box of chocks. And I keep saying that I only had a couple left and I was just going to list them in one lot, and I never do, and they sit there on the shelf because every time I turn around, someone turns around and buys them. This is one of those things where I really want to bring up again, and like I said, my old subscribers are probably tired of me talking about boxes of chalk because I used to sell a bunch of them. But for new subscribers, new viewers, I really want to talk about this. This is what I call an item that I picked up from eBay arbitrage. Yeah, I know that sounds funny, but that's what I did. There was another seller who sells a bunch of billiard supplies and billiard chalk and so forth. And I'm guessing he had a bunch of odd colors that don't sell very much. So he had a list of 75, or I'm saying he or she had a list of 75 boxes of chalk. And I took them and listed them. And again, they're odd colors. So I list them for $6.75. They do go out free shipping. I'm not making a lot. However, this is one of those things that will build up your feedback. Like I said, I've gone through, I probably got, I don't know, maybe a dozen boxes left out of that 70. So if you're looking to get some feedback and you're looking to do something, I turn a $70 investment to some maybe $150, $180 after fees and taxes. So I'm making a little something. But if you're new and you're looking for that feedback, this will get you that feedback. All right. Now you saw this I've had this in a video 4 or 5 videos back. This was a vintage Toledo rapier Colada del Cid sword that I picked up. It's a replica sword. It was 40 inches long. You can see right there, it's got like a brass handle wrapped, and it's got a real decorative blade. But it was one of those I picked up at an estate sale, paid about $10 for it, turned around, sold it for $79.95, plus the buyer paid the shipping. So quick flip. All right, this was something I picked up. I got this at can't remember, thrift store or garage sale, I think thrift store. And it's an ashtray, and like I said, I've got a thing about ashtrays. Someone else that has a lot of things about ashtrays is the Commonwealth Picker. He sells a lot of ashtrays. Don't smoke, but sell ashtrays. Anyway, this one has a bunch of whales on it, and it's a Odagiri ashtray. And you can see right here, you can see that it says handcrafted Odagiri, Japan. So it's from a thrift store. I paid $1.99, and I think it was on a half price sale that day. So I buck into this. And I had it listed on my 10% discount sale on that weekend. So it sold for $8.05. Original price at $8.95. It sold for $8.05 with $5.30 ship on it. All right, these are some shoes that I got at a thrift store. They're Dr. Comfort diabetic shoes. Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, that's, if you want to call that kind of a bolo item, Dr. Comfort especially, but diabetic shoes sell really good. There you go. See, no wear marks. They were excellent condition. So I listed them, and they sold probably within 3 days. I got $35, and the buyer paid the shipping. This was another one of those retail arbitrage items. Again, they had the same time when I picked up the other retail arbitrage items, the deer nets and the bird nets. I picked up these Mad Gear, and what these are scooter stands, and it's a fit most scooters, and that's all it is just a scooter stand. So I got these. I paid 25 cents a piece for them. I think I picked up maybe 7, 8 of. Let's see, 8 of them, because 4 available, 4 sold. And so far I've sold 4 at $7.59, free shipping. So I'm making about $3.50, maybe $3 out of it. Is a Wilton cake pan. Now I will pick up some cake pans. If you watch my videos, you'll see me pick up some cake pans. I usually try to pick up Wilton, but I don't pick up every Wilton cake pan I find. And I've picked up some other odd brands too. If you watch my videos, you'll see it. But Wilton, if I'm going to pick up a cake pan, it's going to be Wilton. And just because it's an older one, I've picked up ones from 1970s. That just because you pick them up doesn't mean that they're going to be valuable. Now, one thing that is unique or different is this one is in the shape of Texas. Of course, I live here in Texas. It's not uncommon. And you can see it on the outside, there's some scratches, there's some wear. It's still got the original paperwork on it. The inside is pretty good. It's got a couple little scratches, but it's still pretty good. And there's the Wilton. Now this one is number 21057925. It's a 2003 Wilton. Well, I actually did look it up, and the Lone Star State or Texas cake pans sell really good. And as you can see, it was on that 10% discount weekend sale. And it sold for $26.95 with free shipping. All right, here's a set of steak knives. Now, I will generally pick up a set of steak knives if they got a unique name or if there's something around them. Tremontinia. I don't know. I'm not going to go any further. Anyway, I found these knives right here. You can see them. They're in really good conditions. Got a little bit of wear. The actual cutting part of the knife was in good, where they were really nice and sharp. They had more like they've been in the silverware drawer kind of marks to them. And you can see it's got a couple of little marks on it, but the edge of the knife is still really good condition. The handles were in really good, still had a nice, really good look to it. So I picked those up. I think I paid about $3 for them, if I remember right. Again, they were on a 20% off sale, and they sold for $19.96, and the buyer paid the shipping. All right, this I picked up. Some of you saw if you watched my older videos at a estate sale. I do like to go to estate sales and find things, and of course, look at that. It's another ashtray. This was a real heavy ashtray. I got 2. Matter of fact, I still got 1 listed. This one was the Tierra Amber glass. It's a sandwich pressed glass. The other one that I have, I think, is a green one, and they have that eagle with the stars pattern. But like I said, each one of these weighed $6 a piece. I mean, $6, excuse me, 6 pounds a piece. The buyer bought it, and he lived here in Texas, so it didn't go very far. It was on 10% off sale. I got $19.80. This was another estate sale find. I knew it was gonna do well just because it's a USS Intrepid. Military stuff sells really good. I got it, picked it up. It's a die-cast model. It's really nice. It's a 1 by 700 size. I had it listed. Again, if you see the theme, it was at $39.95, 10% off. It sold for $35.95, and the buyer paid the shipping. All right, this was another one of those retail arbitrage items, and I sold 2. You can see right here I sold 2. But this sold for $16.95, free shipping. But these sold right away real quickly. All right, this is another item that I sold. I think I might have put this in a video, but I'm not sure. It's a Wicked jacket. You see it says Wicked right there. And I like that the zipper has a little witch flying on a broom. The same thing as above the eye and the word Wicked. That was pretty neat. On the back of the jacket it says Oz, because it's from the Broadway musical Oz. And when I saw it, I thought it was kind of cool when I first saw it at the thrift store. I think they had like $2 on it. $1.99 usually is what they have marked on things. I actually sold this one for less than what I thought I was going to sell it for. I think what it is I got an offer for it of $24, if I remember right. $24, and the buyer paid the shipping. And I said, well, I'm going to let it go. I think I saw them sell all the way up to $40, but I told myself I only paid $1.99 for it. So the guy offered $24. I said, it's yours, sold. $24 and $7.50 for the shipping. Actually, I can't say $7.50. Let me go back to that one real quick. If you look right here where it says $7.50, I'm saying that that's the shipping, but that's not exactly what it sold for. $7.50 would be for my area. So when I say it sold for plus the shipping, I'm just leave it at plus shipping. Don't look at the price down here, because that's what it would be if I had to mail it to myself. But this is the price it would go for me. So this sold for $24 plus shipping. How's that? All right, this next one I thought was really kind of interesting. It's a old, I guess, loop. It's a loop magnifying glass, kind of like a monocular. What am I trying to say? Monocular. Anyway, not a monocular, but an eyepiece. It just, you could lay it over the top of your glasses, or you could sit it in the orbital part of your eye right here, the socket, and look through it. Kind of like just regular normal eye loop, but you can see it's hollowed, or it's got a place where it would sit over on top of glasses. It's made in Japan. It's early. It was an early one. The patent date on this was 1897. I listed it. I listed up high, and it didn't sell. I only paid a couple dollars for it. I don't think I paid anything over $5 for it. But I think I had it originally listed at $99, and it sat, and I thought, okay. And when I dropped it down, it sat, and this has probably been listed for about 5 months. Anyway, I changed one thing in the title, and if you look at the title up here, vintage charcoal jeweler's loop magnifying glass plus original box, and this is what I added: steampunk look. Don't ask me why. I just, in my mind, thought it had that kind of steampunk kind of look to it, that it could be added to a steampunk outfit or something. I don't know. It just had it. Anyway, I added that to the title, and this sold within 24 to 48 hours, and I got the asking price of my reduced price of $65 with free shipping. And again, this thing didn't weigh 3 ounces to ship out. So think about when you list something. Think about how you word your titles, because sometimes it's that title what truly makes a sale. All right, this is the last item I'm going to show. I had a video a while back that talked about retail arbitrage items and things that I picked up, and this was one of those things that I picked up. Again, I picked up all of them. There was 9 of them. No, I take that back. There was 18 of them. And in the second video, I talked about how I did a listing, and if I can find that video, I'll link it down below. But how I did what am I trying to say? How I did a test listing. I listed 9 of them at a regular price with free shipping, and I listed 9 at a price with shipping. And the only difference between the one that was regular price with free shipping versus a one with a price and I charged shipping was the one I had a regular price and charged shipping was 1 penny less, or 1 cent less. I made sales and realized, all of a sudden they were flying and they weren't moving, and then I had them sitting on the shelf, and I'm like, why aren't these selling? So I went and pulled up the listing. Well, the ones I had listed that all said free shipping, they sold right away. The ones that I had listed with a price and plus shipping, and it was 1 cent less than the ones I was selling for free shipping, I hadn't sold a one of them. Again, I don't know if it was true or not, but through that test that I did, I said, okay, sometimes free shipping does make a difference. Even though the price was higher, it showed free shipping. The other one had a price with shipping, and it was 1 cent cheaper, and I wasn't selling one of them. So I changed all those listings, and that's these 9 here. But I ran that weekend sale, and I threw some items up at 10% and some items at 20%. Had this at 20% off, and sold them all out. And this was one of those last ones I sold. But I just want to tell you, I sold for $17.60. Now, the retail arbitrage that I paid for them, I paid $2 a piece for them. I made my money back in probably the first 2 or 3 that I sold, and the rest of them was all profit. And I profited a couple $100 off these. So that was really good fun. So, like I said, I want to show you a mixture those were all the items I had. I wanted to show you a mixture of different things I picked up from garage sales, flea markets, estate sales, and retail arbitrage, along with what I call the eBay arbitrage. I picked up items from all over, so you can find items everywhere you go. You just got to keep an eye out and look for them. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like videos like this and you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. If you are a subscriber, I'm glad you came back. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a thumbs up. And to all the resellers out there, remember, find it, sell it, profit. Y'all take care, everyone. Have a great day.